Hey everyone, it's Ivan, KeyBadger.com, here to bring you a little hack on turning your Spiritus Systems microfight chest rig into a pretty awesome bino harness. Taking a step back to the why. Why am I converting this to a bino harness? I can't stand bino harnesses, they're a total one-trick pony. On the other end of the spectrum, this extreme modularity can use for all kinds of things, to include a bino harness, which is one of the reasons I got it. And to that end, does it work? It absolutely does. You can use either the front or the rear pocket and slide your binos in here, secure it. These come, well, they come a la carte, pretty much buy whatever you want. And you can either get a half flap, which is this, or a full flap that comes over. Personally, I chose the half flap because, again, going back to modularity, allows for different things, to include just securing my binos enough that I feel they're secure. But here's the rub. Lifting that up and having that Velcro. Now, if you're gonna glass this hillside, want to check out that elk that's like 300 yards away, probably not gonna hear that. But as my buddy over at Jerking the Trigger pointed out, it's not about the game you see, it's about the game you don't see. So how do we make this thing ninja quiet? How are we gonna accomplish this? Solution I came up with involves science. And by science, I mean rare earth magnets and Velcro. The way the microfight chest rig is designed, across the front you have a 4-inch section of female Velcro. On the inside of your flap, whether a half flap or full flap, you have a 2-inch wide section. So what we need to do is get this covered and somehow get our magnet in here. What I didn't want to do is actually sew a magnet in here, because then go back to a one-trick pony with the idea being modularity. I wanted something I could take on and off depending on how I'm going to use it. So accomplish that by using some Velcro. And when you pick up Velcro, you want to make sure, for this project anyway, that you don't get Velcro that is sticky backed. So you want sew-on Velcro. So like this guy right here, female Velcro, so I can go ahead and line it inside right here. Now my two corresponding pieces of Velcro to marry up on the male and female side. So what I'm going to do, again, since I don't want this necessarily permanent, is I'm going to take my magnets one at a time. They're super strong. Figure out where this is going to overlay, so where I want the magnet to be basically. End up placing the magnet and then capturing it with the respective Velcro, male or female. Lines up. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing with this one now. They don't quite line up perfectly, and this not being permanent, just open it, slide it over to where it needs to be, reseal it. I actually put them in the wrong side, so polarity is wrong. Flip it over. There we go. At this point, I pretty much made a ninja quiet closure to use my microfight chest rig as a bino harness. Question you might ask, will this actually hold them? Yeah, it does a pretty good job. Keep in mind, if you're inverted, you probably have bigger issues than your binos falling out. But if you have like $5,000 set of Swarovski binos and you really don't want them coming out, a couple things. One, use more magnets, or use the full flap covering the whole front, at which point you can put even more magnets in there and secure it better. I'm really pleased with this setup. Basically allows me really quiet access to my binos. I can take them out. I don't have straps hanging off myself like a yard sale. When I'm done with them, I can throw them in there if I need to go stock, something to that effect. And in the back, there's 3 magazines. Do you need 3 magazines when you go hunting? Probably not unless they have a high fence ranch with dinosaurs someday. But speaking of modularity, I can use that space for anything. I can put snacks back there, whatever I want. Maybe a first aid kit might not be a bad idea. Ultimately though, pretty sweet setup for a bino harness as well as so many other things. Keep in mind, this hack will work with pretty much any Velcro closure that you want to put rare earth magnets into. As far as the microfight chest rig, pretty much kind of topping out at about 10 by 42 bino. Anything bigger than that probably won't fit in there. And a question my buddy over at Jerking the Trigger brought up, what about using a compass? Good question, I don't have a good answer. Might need to keep that compass in your back pocket. I'm not sure how it'll affect it, but overall, really pleased with this setup. If you want to try it, Amazon's probably your best friend. You can go on there and get your Velcro, 2 inches wide. Make sure it is not sticky backed. Make sure it's sew on Velcro. And I ended up getting this, a yard of male, female Velcro, about $5. You don't use very much. And then a pack of rare earth magnets, I think a little over an inch, maybe inch and a quarter. And I got like 14 of them for I think like 14, 15 bucks. Having said that, obviously we have extras of both. So if you want to try this, let me know. I'll cut off some sections of Velcro, throw a couple magnets in an envelope, send it your way, give it a try. As always, thanks for joining us at kitbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time. Cambodia is now on fire. Next son is a guy.